Well, good morning. Good morning, everyone. And thank you, Marilyn, for our opening music here. And happy Sunday. We're so glad that you're here. All right, let's go ahead and start by standing, and we're going to sing our opening song.
The love of God, it's in me, it's in you. I feel the love of God, it's in me, it's in you. I hear the joy of God, it's in me, it's in you. I hear the joy, yeah. I hear the joy of God, it's in me, it's in you. I know the good of God, it's in me, it's in you. I know the good, I know the good of God, it's in me, it's in you. I see the beauty of God, it's in me, it's in you. I see the beauty, I see the beauty of God, it's in me, it's in you. Now we tie it all together like this. I feel it, I hear it, I know it, it's in me. I see it, can you see it? It's the beauty in me, it's the beauty in you. Let's sing that part again. I feel it, I hear it, I know it, it's in me. I see it, can you see it? It's the beauty in me, it's the beauty in you. I love the love of God, it's in me, it's in you. I love the love, I love the love of God, it's in me, it's in you. Once again, I love the love, I love the love of God, it's in me, it's in you. It's in me, it's in you, it's in me, it's in you. It's in me, it's in you, it's in me, it's in you. It's in me, it's in me, it's in you.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much. And welcome again to the Sierra Center for Spiritual Living. Wherever you are on your spiritual journey, whether you are here in the sanctuary or you're a part of our online community, you are welcome here. My name is Karen Blakely. I go by Rev K, and I am honored to be your host today. All right. And I know we have some children that are already back in the back, but we want to just kind of rub our hands together and let's send our kids some love. Just knowing that they are in that divine space, and what an absolute gift that is to grow up in this teaching. I always think, man, oh man, if I had been a little kid knowing that anything is possible, that would just be so amazing. Well, we like to always start out every Sunday by talking a little bit about who we are and what we believe. We are a radically inclusive, spiritually progressive, supportive community that celebrates the diversity of all creation. And we do this by aspiring to live authentic spiritual lives through the practical applications of the teachings of science of mind. And you might be saying, what exactly does all of that mean, Karen? And so we boiled it down to these 4 kind of high-level summary of what we believe. Number 1 is that all thought is creative and influential. This is where we hear that phrase of stinking thinking, because we know that if you're thinking it, you're already creating it. Likewise, we can have beautiful thinking, that if we're thinking it, we're creating it. Number 2 is that there is only God. That everything, absolutely everything that we see, hear, taste, touch, anything is God. And you might say, what about those things that don't feel like God? Well, that's just a lack of allowing that opening for that divine to come in. Just as the darkness overcomes the light, so evil and devilishness stops and starts with our minds and can be transmuted through the power of thought. Number 2 is that everything in our experience, and I mean everything, is either a call for love or an expression of love. And so think about that when you are with that person that just lights up your heart, that's that expression of love and action. And then also think about it when you are challenged by somebody who cut you off in the freeway, or maybe a coworker or a neighbor that you had a challenging conversation with, and think, how can I be love in this moment? This too is a call for love. And then number 4, one of my favorites, they kind of all are, but this one, speaking to me today, is that however you showed up in this moment, no matter what happened yesterday or in your past, no matter what happens in the future, you are whole, perfect, and complete, just as you are right now. Let's take a breath and breathe that one in. And we really love to celebrate here at the Sierra Center. And so if you are a first-time guest and you're here for either a first or a second time and you feel comfortable, would you just raise your hand so we can celebrate you and just welcome you in? Yeah. Got a couple of brave souls there. That's wonderful. You can sign up in the foyer on our newsletter list if you'd like. And then online, you can also click that link, and it'll take you to the office where you can send an email and request to be sent on our email list. All right. And I now invite Nan up for the lighting of our inclusion candle. And we have a little bit of a different thing we are doing with our inclusion candle this week in honor of Interfaith Week, which is hosted by the Parliament of World Religions. You'll notice that on the altar here, we have a lot of different symbols and pictures from different faiths. And you also have a sheet that's on everybody's chair there that'll talk about all the different things. And then I want to add to this is my stole, and on my stole I have this symbol. And this is the interfaith symbol, and so you may notice in it that there's a lot of different symbols. We've got the yin-yang is over here. There's an ankh in here. There's a lot of different things that are in there to just symbolize all of those beautiful religions. I'm going to put that up here. Get this with one hand. There we go. All right. We light this candle to celebrate the unity of all peoples, all faiths, all beings, and all life, honoring the infinity of oneness as all creation seen and unseen. This candle reminds us of the light of spirit within each one of us. We also want to remind everyone that we are a praying community. And so in your seat backs, you will find a lavender prayer request form. If there is something on your heart, something that you'd like to celebrate, or something that you just like a little more support around, you can go ahead and fill out that lavender prayer request form. And you want to place it in that wooden box that's just to the left of the door. And if you are part of our online community, you can visit the website after service. Don't go there now, you'll miss us. It's sierracenter.org, and you're going to click on spiritual support from the menu bar, and then select prayer. You'll scroll down to the bottom, and you can click submit a prayer, and one of our practitioners will reach out to you. I also want to invite everybody that Rev. Madeline will be available for prayer after service today. So if you are looking to hear that and you are here live in person, that is also a great opportunity to take advantage of. All right. And then I have the great honor of also doing our announcements today as one of our members of our board here. Uh-oh. There we go. All right. Number one, join us for the opening, the grand opening of our lending library. That'll be next Sunday, August 17th, right after service. Also on the 17th is our next Board of Trustees meeting. It will start at noon, and all are welcome. We also have a North of 70s circle that will meet on Tuesday, August 19th at 10:30 here at the Sierra Center. And this is to support and network with groups offered to those who are 70 and beyond. We also have a workshop offering that is the 4 stages of thought, your spiritual toolkit. And this will be facilitated by Rev Patricia, and that will be on Sunday, August 24th after service, and the cost for that is a love offering. You can still do drop-in yoga with Sarah on Thursdays from noon to 1 here at the Sierra Center for an $11 love offering. Be sure and bring your own yoga mat and your props. And then Rise and Speak is back. We're so excited for that. Our very own Rev Mitch will be facilitating that. It'll be Tuesdays beginning on September 9th, and it goes through October 21st from 6 to 8:30 p.m. Whew. We always have a lot going on here, and so if you would like more information, flyers, sign-up sheets, and all our classes and events will be located in the foyer, as well as online at thesierracenter.org, where you will find Zoom links and details about all of our announcements. And if none of that works for you, we also have a weekly e-newsletter that will be sent out to you. All right. And so now I get to invite our guest artist, who is one of our own today, Marilyn Gale, back up for another beautiful song.
All the answers to every question, they come from within. Sing it with me. All the answers to every question, they come from within. Sing it again. All the answers to every question, they come from within. Ask and you shall receive. I ask and I receive. And so it is. Ask and you shall receive. I ask and I receive. And so it is. I am spirit in expression. This earth is my heaven. I am spirit in expression. This earth is my heaven. Sing it again. I am spirit in expression. This earth is my heaven. Behold, I am blessed. Behold, you are blessed. And so it is.
Thank you, Marilyn. That was lovely. Good morning, everyone. I'm Reverend Madeline Wade, and it's delightful to be here today. Yes. And it helps if I put my glasses on. What we're going to do is something a little tiny bit different, and it's going to be cool. I'm predicting. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the bowls and the ohms. And then I'm going to read something that you can listen to quietly. And then we're going to meditate. So yeah, and then I'll bring us out with an affirmative prayer. So that's the plan. Now you can just relax and let that go. Yeah, let's see how I can do this gracefully. Oh, yes, breathing. I'm going to ring the bowl, and then I will say breathe, and then we'll do our own. Why are you laughing? Is that better? Let's get to laugh. Breathe in. Eyes closed. Remember, God is the silent power behind all things, always ready to pour into our experience that which we need. We must have a receptive and positive faith in the evidence of things not seen with the physical eye, but which are eternal in heaven. All is mind, and we must provide a receptive avenue for it as it passes out through us into the outer expression of our affairs. If we allow the world's opinion to control our thinking, then that will be our demonstration. If, on the other hand, we rise superior to the world, we shall create a new pattern. It is quite necessary, then, that we should keep our minds on thoughts of happiness, which produce cheerfulness instead of depression. We should radiate joy and be filled with faith, hope, and expectancy. These cheerful, hopeful attitudes of mind are indispensable to the one who really wants to do things in life. Declare your freedom. Know that no matter what others say, think, or do, you are a success now. And nothing can hinder you from accomplishing your good. All the power of the universe is with you. Feel it, know it, then act as though it were true, because it is. Breathe deep. one with the universe, the eternal, the one source of all. I breathe in this knowing that I am spirit in human form, and that spirit is constantly, always working in and through me. And I know that this truth is true for everything in the universe. And I just am so, so, so grateful. I walk this earth in deep appreciation and gratitude. I come to the Sierra Center for Spiritual Living in deep appreciation and gratitude, knowing there was always a sparkle, an idea, a belief, or something that catches my heart and my mind, and that my life is enhanced. I know and accept that each and every hug, each and every smile, each and every laugh, each and every tear is precious. It is life, and I embrace life fully. I am healthy, I am wealthy in abundance and in food and in physical energy. I just embrace all the gifts of God. I breathe that in, and with such gratitude for Rev. Mitch and for everyone involved in this service. We gather together. We have fun together. We are stronger together. And we are powerful. Look out, world. So thank you, God. The law is in action. It always is in action. And it always says yes. So I'm awake and aware when I think, because it's always saying yes. So blessed, so loved, so deep gratitude, love, light, peace, joy, all of that is embraced and exemplified as we say together. And so it is. Thank you. And Marilyn's going to sing some more for us.
The world can be a crazy place. Just look around and see. When my heart is filled with grace, it all looks pretty good to me. Take a stone, drop it in a pond, ripples begin to spread. Find some good to focus upon, leave behind all dread. I release and allow increase to come to me. I believe the gifts I perceive come to me. I have a sense of my destiny. I know just how it feels. In the flow of being me, my path surely unreels. When I let go and surrender, the truth does set me free. I'm filled with awe and wonder. Oh, I'm in the energy. I release and allow increase to come to me. I believe the gifts I perceive come to me. I believe, I believe, I believe in my destiny. I achieve, I achieve, I achieve my goal of release and allow increase to come to me. I believe the gifts I perceive come to me. I release and allow increase to come to me. I believe the gifts I perceive come to me. Come to me. Come to me.
Give it up again for Marilyn Gale, musician, board president, I don't know. So many hats, so appreciate you. Happy Sunday, everyone. Turn to somebody and say, glad you came today. Glad you came today. Glad you came today. Glad you came today. And I want to just start off by saying thank you to Rev Madeline for handling our first shift in that little change. So if you like it, let us know. If you don't like it, let us know. We're trying new things, just to tweak and perfect. And we also have a suggestion box. That's the metal box. So if you have a suggestion or feedback for us, let us know. Right? This is a we church right here. We're all building community together. Speaking of building community, don't miss the lending library next week. Did I tell you we're going to have cake? We're going to have cake. So it might even be tiramisu. I don't know. I'm kind of addicted to it. So it won't take long, and there's been a lot of love and energy poured into our lending library and some great titles. So you'll learn how to check out books, how to return them, and we'll get to recognize some of the people behind it. So please stay if you can next week. This is Interfaith Week, as Rev K had mentioned. And, Ernest Holmes, the founder of religious science or science of mind, he studied all the world's major religions. And he said, they're kind of all saying the same thing. And this is an example right here, the Golden Rule, which I printed out, and there's copies laying around if you want to grab one. But the Golden Rule is what? Do unto thy neighbor as you would unto yourself. Well, the Baha'is have a version of it. Islam has a version of it. Islam says, no one of you is a believer until he desires for his brother that which he desires for himself. Like we're all saying the same thing in a different way. And I'm really passionate about this week because when we can remember that the truth is being spoken all kinds of different ways, it grounds us deeper in it. So here's my invitation to you. There's a whole bunch of them here. But if you're not familiar, if you're not familiar with Sikhism, what a beautiful religion and practice that is. I invite you to just get on, good old Google or ChatGPT and say, tell me about Sikhism, right? Just expand your knowing, your world just a little bit by exploring one of these. These are all kind of cousin philosophies and religions to religious science. So, we always say there's nothing new in New Thought, right? And much of it has come from some of these. So that's my invitation to you. Well, as you know, I like to start off with a little humor. There was a mother, and she had been teaching her 3-year-old the Lord's Prayer for several evenings at bedtime. She would have her daughter repeat the lines of prayer after she said them. Finally, the daughter decided to go solo, so the mom listened with pride as her daughter carefully enunciated each word. Our Father, who does art in heaven, hallowed be his name. Lead us not into temptation, she prayed, but deliver us some email. She closed with, "And forgive us our trash baskets as we forgive those who put trash in our baskets." So, a little wisdom to forgive those who put trash in your basket. So I couldn't read that without laughing. I hope you enjoyed it too. We're working with a simple yet profound idea, and the name of today's talk is Be It to See It. And much of what you'll realize that we teach and we speak about here, it's simple, but it's not always easy to do. How do you be something before you're actually it, right? That's kind of challenging. Yet the pathway to closing that gap between our future self and our current self is being it here and now. So there's 3 little parts to this be it that I'm going to talk about today. And we can remember the ABE. A is assuming the identity. B is believing it's possible. And E is emoting the emotion that comes from that. ABE. You know who taught this assumption piece in great detail, and if you Google him, you'll find many of his works on YouTube? Neville Goddard. So Neville Goddard was born in 1905 in Barbados, and he came to New York, and he met a man named Abdullah. Now, nobody really knows much about this Abdullah. It's kind of an intriguing mystery where Abdullah came from, but he became Neville Goddard's teacher. And Neville Goddard started practicing the principles, and one of them was to assume the feeling. And Neville Goddard says, assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled and continue to feel it until that which you feel objectifies itself. And he had shared with his teacher, Abdullah, that he wanted to go back to Barbados to visit his family, but he didn't have any money, like zero. And so Abdullah instructed him, every night when you go to bed, you're not in your bed. You're going to assume the feeling of being in the bed that's in Barbados. So he did that every night. He'd get in the sheets. He'd lay there with scenes of Barbados going through his mind, that was his day, that he was there, and he did that night after night after night. And then he got a letter from his brother in Barbados asking him to come with a prepaid boat ticket to Barbados. So, it isn't that he just taught this stuff, he demonstrated it. You know who demonstrates this naturally? Children, right? They assume the identity right away, right? What we call make-believe, they're stepping into roles. I'm a pirate. They embody it, they feel it, they play it out. See, they come in with Spirit's operating system, the world reprograms that, right? But what we can learn from that, and what I learned from that early in my life, I remember I was 10 years old, I went to play softball, and there I was out way in the outfield. Now, if you know anything at that age, the ball never comes there. I could have picked daisies. But I was looking all the way in the middle of the field, and there was this person that kept getting the ball and throwing it, and I asked, who's that? I was told that was the pitcher. I said, oh, that's me. And they said, oh, well, you can't pitch because you're not the kid of the coach. Only the kid of the coach gets to pitch. No matter. No matter. I went home that day. I got myself a little cardboard box. I stepped out my things. I got a little 3-4 softball. Just started throwing them. I started seeing batters. I started calling strikes, balls. I started calling, watch out, because a few of them went over the fence. It was not pretty at all. Little did I know, that very meager start of assuming the identity of the pitcher led to me not only becoming a pitcher, all matter of providence moving. My basketball coach, when I was in high school, saw me practicing, and he signed me up for a clinic with the best pitcher in the world an hour away. Took me, paid for it. And then, not only did that happen, but I ended up getting an athletic scholarship, and it helped put me through college. But I assumed the identity. I didn't let the world tell me it's good advice, only the kid of the coach. I didn't care. Threw my ball. And that's our work. You know, we all have something we're working towards that we'd like to see happen in our life. What's your cardboard box? Because you need to start now. You know, Ernest Holmes says that life is a mirror and will reflect back to it what the thinker thinks into it. I was thinking I was a pitcher. I'm a pitcher. Nothing said I was a pitcher. I had to go to outfield every time, right? And I'm talking about moving beyond wishful thinking, beyond the vision boards, beyond the intention statements, beyond the pennies in the wishing well. Many people yearn and dream and whisper someday, or when the time is right, or I'll get around to it when, fill in the blank. But that's wishful thinking. See, when we start now and embody the future self as a now time reality and we act from that space, that's doing something about it. That's living into it. Right? When we start to assume the identity, believe, and emote the emotions, we start to walk differently. We start to talk differently. We start to feel from that fulfilled state. Florence Scovel Shinn, she wrote the book, The Game of Life and How to Play It. Did you know there was a book? Some of you do. It should be in your top 5 metaphysical books. Now, she wrote it many years ago, so we'll do her quote in the language of the time, and she said, "Man can only receive what he sees himself receiving." We can only receive what we see ourselves receiving. And we know this because we see sometimes people, something coming at them and they just deflect it, right? Or they sabotage it somehow because they don't see themselves receiving it. So what are you creating? See, we want to create a new mental atmosphere. That's what assuming does. That's what believing does. That's what emoting the emotion does. It creates a new mental atmosphere, and that mental atmosphere is attractive. Anyone remember the cartoon Charlie Brown and the character Pigpen? Right? Pigpen had all those like squiggly symbols and things. He just enter a room, and he was lowering the energy. Because that was the mental atmosphere. I love that cartoon because it kind of gives us a picture of what mental atmosphere looks like. And we all have one. And if we want things to shift or change, we need to shift our mental atmosphere, and we can do that by assuming the future self, believing, and emoting the emotions. You know who did this? David Goggins. Who's heard of David Goggins? Anyone? So, this is David Goggins, and this is David Goggins, right? 2 different people living one life. See, David, he grew up in Buffalo in an abusive home. He struggled with a severe learning disability, a speech impediment. He went to a mostly white school and experienced a lot of racism. And by his early 20s, he was 300 pounds, and he worked in a dead-end job spraying cockroaches. No direction, no fitness. I was told, he tells his story, he'd go home every day and eat like pizza and chips, watch TV. That was his whole life. Get up, spray cockroaches, go home, eat pizza and chips. He had no hope. He describes this period of living as his victim mentality. See, he was blaming his circumstances. You know, I had a really rough dad. I was traumatized. I was bullied at school. I have a learning disability, right? He had all kinds of stories he was living out. Then his turning point came when he saw a documentary about Navy SEALs. And something clicked for him. He saw the documentary, and instead of admiring those guys as some distant heroes, he pictured himself as one of them. Lean, disciplined, powerful. In that moment, he felt both intense shame for how he was and the gap between who he knew he could be. But he had a spark of belief. So he assumed, he had a spark of belief that he could close the gap. And if he was just willing to endure the hardship it required. The thought that stuck in his head was this. This is what really did it for him. He knew if he kept living like this, I'll die having never tried to see what I'm truly capable of. And I know I still have some of that. What am I truly capable of? And see, his problem was his size. He didn't meet the physical requirements for SEAL training. When he went to the recruiter said he had 3 months to lose 100 pounds. And not only to lose 100 pounds, but also pass one of the toughest physical tests in the military. So he took radical action. He did daily training, running, swimming, cycling, sometimes for hours a day. He created what he called an accountability mirror, where he put Post-it notes of hard truths and goals on his bathroom mirror. And he focused on small wins, tiny daily goals that kept him moving forward. He lost the weight. He passed the entrance exam in 90 days. And he went on to become a Navy SEAL, serve in Iraq and Afghanistan, and he completed Army Ranger School. And if you know anything about the military, that is the hardest school. It's not Navy SEALs. Much harder. He also became an Air Force tactical air controller. He broke the Guinness World Book of Records for the most pull-ups in 24 hours. 4,030 pull-ups. He's done from this to that. 2 different people in one life. We all have that capacity. Now he's an author and a speaker. He wrote a book called You Can't Hurt Me and several other amazing motivational books. And you may be thinking to yourself, wow, Mitch, great story. Yet some of us go, well, that's just him. You know, he was in a different situation. He was in his 20s. He was stuck in a terrible dead end kind of thing going on. We start taking inventory about how we're not like that successful person. I've done it. But here's the thing. The mechanism he used to manifest his future self is available to all of us. He assumed the identity that he could be that. Right now, as he was exercising every one of those 30 days, I am that. He believed it was possible. You don't need a lot of belief. You can still have skepticism. You just need enough to keep going. That's how much belief you need, just enough to keep going. And he felt the emotion of himself as that every day that he trained. So you might ask, well, if it's available to us, why don't we do it? Why don't we do it, Mitch? Well, I'm going to go to a little wisdom from Dr. Joe Dispenza, and let's see what Dr. Joe has to say.
How many people in this audience actually believe in the idea that the way you think has some effect on your life? That your thoughts create your life? You believe that, yes?
Yes.
So how many people here actually woke up this morning and consciously created a future? You know, the biggest reason why people don't do it is because you don't really believe it's true. You see, if you knew on a gut level that it was absolutely true, would you ever miss a day? Come on. And would you ever let any thought slip by your awareness that you didn't want to experience?
Okay, who feels called out? I do. I feel called out. I watched that video and went, oh, okay, today's going to be the most amazing day. This talk's going to be the most incredible talk. I thought, I'm going to be Joyce Myers. I'm going to be Les Brown. I'm going to be Wayne Dyer. Like, I was pumping myself up. And that creates a different energy. But here's the truth, and we know this. It's easier to stay in a familiar reality than an unknown future. It's part of our survival mechanism. We got to work against our biology a little bit. And we need to wake up. See, David woke up. The person he was going to be had a sad life. That was the trajectory he was on. That was his mental atmosphere. And what we need to do is wake up. We need to have a compelling why, or we won't assume the identity, believe, or have an emotion. We won't act as if. We need enough pressure in our why to get us over the hump. See, Dr. Joe says we need to break the habit of being ourselves. When we wake up and do the same routine, think the same thoughts, have the same unchecked reactions and stories, then we have the same mental atmosphere, right? And the doors that we want to open stay shut, and the ones that are open, we just walk through because we think we don't have any other choice. See, that's mental atmosphere. And here's the thing, you need 5 things to create a new habit. So if you're taking notes, you'll want to write this down. Nobody teaches this. I think it should be in every high school. We do New Year's resolutions differently if we knew that these 5 things are needed. It's been studied. And the acronym I use is RIGHT MAP, R-T-M-E-P, MEP, right MEP instead of a map. That's how I remember it. So the first R stands for reason. We need a reason. We need a why. He had an awakening. There was a painful gap. He knew he could be something better than he was. Then we need a trigger in our environment that gets us moving. We need a micro habit, an effective practice, and a plan. So a reason, a trigger, and if you know anything about habit stacking, if you do something every morning, and let's say you want to start drinking lemon water, but you also drink coffee, you already have a coffee habit, you put the lemon right by the coffee, you've habit stacked. It's in your visual, and now you can tack it on to a habit you already have. That's a trigger, seeing the lemon, right? You got to have triggers that are going to move your behavior differently. Micro habits, remember he said small goals, small wins. They all add up. An effective practice. You may want to be something. You know, if you want to lose those 300 pounds, you know, I don't think getting up and down the couch just like this for 30 days or 90 days was going to do it. That's not an effective practice, right? You got to have something that's going to move the needle to where you want to go, and a plan. And, you know, I'm convinced that plans aren't really the thing that makes you successful. What a plan does is it reinforces in your brain that it's possible, that there's a path. And plans are always edited, and the effective ones anyhow. They just get you started and they make you believe, and you keep adjusting the plan. You know, even the space shuttle is off target to the moon, you know, 98% of the time. It just needs that last 2%. Same is true with us. So it all begins with why. So I want to know your why. Is every area of your life working optimally? Your money life, your relationship life, your friendship life, your health life, your spiritual life, your family life? Got a lot of areas. Which one needs some help? So let's take a deep breath in. We're going to do a little kind of inward shift. Let it out. If it's comfortable to do so, close your eyes. And I want you to think for a second. What if you ran out of time? We always tell ourselves we have time, but what if you ran out of time? And tomorrow was the last day you spent as you on the planet. What will you have left on the table? What gift? What forgiveness? What talent? What promise that maybe you made? What thing haven't you done or become? Who lost out because you didn't do it? What did the world lose out? Your family, your children, your neighbors, your soul. What talent or ability have you not fully developed? Maybe you're really good, but you could be amazing, but you're just kind of riding on really good. What is it? What's that thing? Feel it. Let it come fully into your consciousness. Maybe it's just some unforgiveness. That if you did it, you'd be lighter, happier, more peaceful, whatever it is. And now just come back into the room. Anybody feel the pain of the gap? Yeah. Don't lose that. The pain of the gap is what pulls you forward. See, we're pushed by pain till we're pulled by vision. And once you know, you can't unknow. You can't unknow. It's just like when a rubber band stretches to a certain size, it can't go back. Let that divine discontent push you into assuming the role. Get your metaphorical cardboard box out. You know, I'm speaking from my own experience about this. I had my own dark night of the soul last night on the planet feeling back in 2021. I had a mystery illness, brain fog, weakness so bad I could only walk 20 feet before I was out of breath. Muscle twitching up and down my body. I couldn't do anything. And nobody could tell me anything. I thought, is this it? Is this going to be me? Am I swirling the drain? And all I could think about is all the things I didn't do. All the speaking I hadn't done, all the training and teaching I hadn't done, all the coaching I hadn't done. I hadn't finished my ministerial license yet. I said, I'm not done. I'm not done. And I knew there was a power for good and I could use it, so I started to. I'd walk my 20 feet and say, I'm happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, and strong. No weapon formed against me will prosper. I just started spitting out all kinds of stuff. And then doing everything I could think of a healthy person would be doing. Drinking water, quitting gluten, no sugar, right? Assuming the healthy body. I wasn't feeling the healthy body, but I had stuff to do. And not only did I do that, I had a plan. I started planning how I was going to exit my full-time job, the kind of business I was going to build. And in 2023, I left my job as a human resources director with money in the bank to start Speak, Teach, Inspire. Now, I didn't know how to do half of what I wanted to do, but I knew I had to stand in it, walk in it, and do the next thing. And doors started opening up. I got a huge subcontract. Came out of the blue. Ever wonder where the blue is? Right? My mental atmosphere started to change. I had little business cards I'd give people. That was 2023. 2 years later, my business is booming. Stuff is just coming at me. And not only that, I became a minister. Not only that, I got to be your senior minister. Right? Standing within, walking it, walking it, walking it. That's the power of this teaching. This is why I like to get up here, because I know there is something in each and every person present here the world needs, and if we want a better world, we've got to be better. That's the bottom line. And you can start today by assuming that future self now. Maybe you want to be more patient. Assume that version of you now. Maybe you want to be more prosperous. Assume that version of you now. Maybe you know you're in your own version of a dead-end job. I used to drag myself to work as the HR director. Drag my body. Right? Life's too precious to wait. You know, the Buddha says the trouble is you think you have time. Time's the most precious resource you have. You can't get back. You can get back all the other stuff. So I want you to think about, now that you've had this awakening, what's your trigger that will keep this alive in your mind? Maybe you're going to write down a goal when you get home. Put it on your mirror. Maybe you're going to tell a friend to help you with accountability that this is where you're going and you want some support. Let us know. We'll pray for you. What are you going to do to remember? Because here's the problem. We get awake and we fall asleep. Anybody ever wake to a truth and then find later you fell asleep to it? Yeah, so the game is to stay a little more awake and less asleep, but you got to start walking in the skin of the future you now. Yes? Yes. So I'm going to close with a beautiful little poem by Garima Sharma called Your Best Version. Sharma says, "You've got this, my dear friend. Believe in yourself until the very end. It's time to make movement towards your destiny. The highest version of yourself is where you'll be. Don't let doubt hold you back. Trust yourself and never slack. Completing your mission is what your soul desired. Believe in yourself and you'll never tire. Courage is key when things around you seem bleak. Remember the future you want. It's yours to seek. Work on the belief in yourself and watch your dreams unfurl. The present is where it all begins. The future is yours to win. So don't give up when things get tough. Believe in yourself, be strong, and never give up. You're ready for whatever comes your way. Stay motivated, keep going every day. The biggest obstacle is in your own mind. So ditch those limiting beliefs and leave them behind. So take a deep breath and remember these words. You've got this. Soar like the birds. Work on your belief in yourself and watch as you become the best version of yourself. Blessed be. Thank you. Thank you. So if you will please rise if you can, and I will read today's affirmation once, and then we will read it together. Today I choose to assume the future me, believing it is so, and allowing the emotion of this self to radiate out. Together. Today I choose to assume the future me, believing it is so, and allowing the emotion of this self to radiate out. And so it is. All right, so we're gonna, Marilyn will do a little noodling, if you will please. Have a seat and take your gift in your hand. We also do gifts via text, so if you type this number in and text Sierra CSL, a link will also come up if you'd like to give that way. And I will read our giving statement. I will invite you to read it with me. I give this gift with love and joy from a consciousness of abundance. Divine love blesses and prospers all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is. All right, a little noodling from Marilyn.
We are dancing in spirit, each of us knows our part. Sing it with me if you'd like. We are dancing in spirit, each of us knows our part. We are dancing in spirit. Each of us knows our part. Each of us knows our part.
And it is with a deep and grateful heart I receive these gifts, and the love and the energy and intention with which they have been given as they vibrate and circulate through this center to uplift its work in the world and out to the greater community, state, nation, and world. And I simply give thanks. I release this word, and together we say, and so it is, and so it is. So thank yous. I want to thank Nan and Pat for being our ushers. Our candlelighter, Nan, thank you so much. Announcements, Rev K. Streaming tech, Anna and Gary. And on soundboard, Maya. Thank you so much. Who is our sign placer today? Anna did double duty, sign placer. Our practitioner of the day, Rev Madeline. A big thank you to Jerry Lynn. Jerry Lynn Children's Church, thank you. And our platform hostess with the mostest, Rev K, thank you so much. Love that Stoll edition as well. And then our guest musician, Marilyn Gale. So what are you taking away from our time together today? Habit stacking. That's a good one, huh? ABE. Assume. Gratitude. Somebody said something over here. Your what? Your plan. It's going to reinforce everything. Accountability. Yeah. Awaking awake. I love that. I love that. Yeah. New beginnings. Yes. And don't keep it a secret. Share it with a trusted friend. Because here's the thing. When it's just up to me, I know this for if it's just me and me, But if I tell you, I'm like, oh, I told Rev Madeline, or oh, right? When we get on the hook with other people, we tend to do more. That's kind of our tendency. All right, so let's welcome our children in. Could someone open the door?
I'm glad you came.
High five. Give it to me. Oh, that's hot. That's spicy. There we go. Come on up. Come on up. Come on. Move over. Give it to me. Oh, it's spicy. Good job. Wow.
So, yeah. So, you want to say anything about what you did, Arena?
What'd you do, Arena? Let us know.
I did that.
She didn't want to do it.
Oh, turn it around.
Okay. Turn it around and we'll show it. Oh, good job. He's like, give us the affirmation.
Okay. So, the affirmation for today. Oh, you want to make it quick?
Yeah, I think I got this.
All right. Oh, good.
I am an eventual expression of one God.
Woohoo! Good job. Yeah. Are you done? Or are you
Yeah, we're
okay.
good.
So let's say this together. We see you. We love you. We're glad you're here. And we're here for you. Yes. Good job.
Thank you. That was great.
All right. If you will stand, we will do our benediction. Repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening as me right now. It's this thing called assuming my future self. It's this thing called behaving as my future self. It's this thing called feeling my future self. I know it. I feel it. I sense it. Because I am it. And so it is. Take us home, Marilyn.
I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I am free in the spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God.
Have a wonderful week, everyone. We have cookies, coffee, and tea. Stick around, make a friend. So glad you came today.